Just experimenting with an agitator pump I've got off an old vending machine cooling unit, carbonating unit. So I've stuck an agitator in there to give me more oomph, more bang for my buck. You don't have to do this. It saves stirring up the electrolyte. So basically, now and again you should keep it stirred. But this system I've got two door catches in. I'm on full power on the current, so I've upped the ante a bit. We're going industrial. It's official. We're going industrial. Ready for commercial plating. Bring your Cortina parts here. We've even got a motorcraft battery powering the operation. Stick to motorcraft, you know, it makes sense. Yeah, so we've upped the ante there. Turbo boosted to get extra power. They're coming out the production line fast though, fast and shiny. That was a right rusty wreck, that one. That was really bad, but that's come up fine and dandy, Jack. Those ones done earlier on. This one to go in. I've got two in the oven, one in the chamber, and then we're done for those two. And then it's just the bonnet stay. Then where I'll be bringing the electrolyte into this trough and building it in the trough. We should see that come up real good. I'll do that for you in a minute. Right, heater flaps high build primed, etch primed, high build primed. Going into black now for the heater flaps. We're on with that one. Got some more stuff on the cookers. We're making a bit of a mess, but they're coming out better with the agitator in. This is a much more even distribution with the agitator running. That's the wheel that I've fitted. I'm not getting any localized deposits now because it's washing the solution around. It shows that the air pump's not the best. It works, but you're better off with an agitator than an air pump if you're doing large items, because it just washes the chemical over it as it's doing its work, and you get no localized little hotspot things. It's just come out the best. It's the best I've had on a first. It's not even polished that. It's just come straight out the tank with the agitator running. So there's a nice door catch done. I'm going to redo two of them just because I wasn't happy with the first run, but that's all about experimentation really. But that worked. Pretty mucky ends going in. Earth at the top there. Let them cook for a bit. 29th of December 2013, we're back, and it didn't take long to mess up the workshop. We clean, and then we make a mess again. We clean it all up, and then we make a mess again. Alright, so I've been busy. An hour here, an hour there. Open a present, fit a dashboard. Open a present, fit a dashboard. Hope you enjoyed your Christmas time. This could be one of the last videos before the 2014, which, as you know, is the year of the swamp monster. So we look forward to bringing in that new year with a party, and then swiftly moving on to the car again after the hangover. All the parts are out. I've been hunting bits down for the wiring harness. I've started prep work on the Swampy's original windscreen wiper motor, which is slightly different than the facelifted ones. Different connectors on the switch to the starter motor, so we'll be keeping that one, keep it original, keep the loom the same. I'll clean that one up. The facelift one there, which was investigating. Harness is getting nice and clean now. I've been spending time with a toothbrush and some mild acid vinegar, and also some cleaning solution just on the harness and on the plugs. All the muck, all the cobwebs are off. We're working on fitting the hazard system. Harness is getting fitted in. Heated rear relays wired up and operational. Cigarette sockets working. So there's the harness going nicely up there. All fitted in. Brake switches on just there, you can see. So I've worked out a lot of the stuff, and I've been testing the loom itself. Here's some of the loom that's that's damaged, we're going to be rewrapping that bit where the tapes come off. Some connectors to clean there. There's been some more repairs. I've got a slight loom repair here where a mouse had eaten the wire. We'll heat shrink that on, soldered it up. The 4 clock centre console loom's been eaten by mice too. They've nibbled through all the wires. So it's soldering iron out, and we'll get on and restore that. We'll rewrap that. Look at that, all tatty, more chewing through by the mice. So we'll rewrap that so it's good. Moving over to the front just to keep you updated. I've rewrapped this section. It was frayed, so it's the new loom tape on there. Found Swampy's original ignition switch. That'll be cleaned up so it's like new there. We've got the ignition actually on. Okay, so if I switch on some power, you'll find that the clock fires up, which it does. And then there's your heated rear. Relay is clicking, side lights are working. The hazard's starting to go now. Indicators. Here's our indicator stalk. Push to the right and we're on. Push to the left. We're on. We just need the bulbs connecting. High beam, flash, pull to flash. Pull to flash. The high beam relay is not activating. It did early on, then stopped working. So I've got to investigate that high beam relay to see why there's no power getting to it. Place is in a mess, but I just end up getting in a mess. I tidy it all up, and then my mind just unfolds, and it just ends up getting in a mess so quick. You got to tidy up, work, get it in a mess, tidy up, work, get it in a mess. Plating's finished on the door catches, so they're all plated, looking quite clean. That's with the zinc kit. These were really badly rusted, so that zinc kit's done good. It's done its job. Good finish on them. So home plating with the zinc kit can be done. I've got a mock radio here just to suss out the fitting. The radio fitting kit's in. Take this off. That plate there, I made those brackets up. These L-shaped brackets there for the side they're in. They were originally galvanised. I did actually galvanise the entire console. You can see underneath. But what happens is, what I didn't realise, when you put your fascia plate on here, it doesn't completely cover that metal panel. It leaves a few mil gaps around it, so I thought I'll colour match it in so that when the radio's in, any exposed area wasn't showing galvanised metal. Could have finished it in black, I guess, and still can. I'll decide what looks best, but I think with the bezel on it's going to look okay. So that's where we are with that. Cigarette. Anyone want a fag? Count that down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. How long a cigarette socket? Oh! Takes the pop. There she goes. Not that I smoke, but it's nice to have that feature. Of course, you remember us fixing the lovely smooth ashtray. So that's the update. Whilst I've been just doing a couple of hours between presents and festivities, it's nice to come out for a few hours and escape from the washing up. Conveniently timed when the washing up stacks up on the side of the kitchen. Pick your moment. Just got to go out to the shed, love. So okay, I shall break off now. And before I do, there's 2 wires, and I can't wait to find out what they're for. These 2 wires here. So I'm getting the wiring diagram out. I'm just going to check the code on them. Don't know what they are. Sussed everything else out. Okay, and also not quite sure where this loom attaches here. There's no tangs for it to clip. There doesn't seem to be any route anywhere for it unless it goes on those, but I doubt that. So not sure on that bottom harness where it actually fits. We'll work it out. And then the interior light loom, I need to work out how that all works. There's a sub loom somewhere for that. Part of it's there. I'm missing the interior light loom. I'll have to go digging through the boxes to find that. Okay, well that's enough of all that garbage. Let's keep moving. Let's go. Let's get some more cleaning done. More electrical testing done. Got myself a relay as well for the hazard. Looks like you can use the standard one, available off the shelf for about a tenner, or on eBay for a bit cheaper. I got mine from the local motor factors. I'm going to try that now. I'm going to try the hazard lights now with the relay, because this is your old relay. That comes off now. We put this hazard light harness in. That then converts to an electronic type flasher. I'm going to fit that now. Okay, I fit that new 3-pin relay. Ready to test the hazards. I've got one of the back lights jammed on the earth for the metal table, and then I've got another there. I hit the switch and we go, 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 go. Okay, so my hazards are on, and the same's working for the left and right indicators, so I'm happy about that. I can connect that, put a little mounting bracket on that relay now. If you leave it dangling in the dash, you don't get the metal tapping sound, the clicking sound as good. If you connect it to the dash behind, you amplify that clicking sound. It just sounds a little bit better. So I'm going to stick a bracket on it, just a little pop rivet on there, and just make a bracket and attach it to just above the heated rear relay. So I'll do that now. Okay, so we're on with that. Hazards are working. Okay, riveted a little bracket to the back there, so you can clip it onto there like that. If you ever need to change it, take the dash cluster out, and you've got just a clip and you're away. So flasher unit in and running. Obviously it's a bit fast because there's no bulbs attached, but that's that job done. Moving on. Okay guys, just working on this connector for the fuse box now. We need this to test the fan and a few of the other auxiliary items, but it's looking pretty mucky. Luckily I've got a new one, so we're going to swap that across. Same time we do that, we'll clean up the spade connectors. So a little flat bladed drill maker's screwdriver, top of the connector there, you've got a little slot. You get your screwdriver in, prise down a little locking pin, and you can pull your blade out like this. Let's check it out. Sorry about the camera, it's going to go all over the place. There you go. So we'll clean these up. They're not too bad, we'll clean them up, then reinsert them into the new housing. You could put this in bleach, that might bring it a bit whiter if you want to do yours at home and you can't get a new one. They are hard to get. Bleach will get you something like bleach it overnight. Okay, so I'm going to rebuild this now, this connector to the fuse box. Okay, toothbrush and vinegar to get these clean. Toothbrush and vinegar on that. There you go. There you go. So just got the corrosion off it. A little bit more scrubbing on that, and that's done. Then I'll put the Contra Lube silicons. You saw me use this before. WD it. Wash off any of the vinegar so it doesn't carry on eating away at it, and then WD it and then Contra Lube it, and back into the housing. I'm going to do that with all 4 of those now.